The information provided in this episode is for informational purposes and does not intend to diagnose or replace therapy.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Living Your Best Life with Dania the Coach. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great week. Today, I want to talk about something we don't talk about often enough. So, have you ever felt afraid to do something just because you were worried about what other people might say? Have you ever held back from taking a risk, trying something new, or living out your truth because you fear judgment? If you're thinking yes, tune in. Here's the reality, folks. No matter what you do in your life, people are going to talk. They'll have opinions about your choices. They'll make comments about your success or your failure. They'll gossip, they'll assume, they'll judge without even knowing the story. But you have a choice. You can live your life trying to fit their expectations and never make everyone happy. Or you can decide to live life for you and give them something to talk about. If they're going to talk anyway, make sure it's something that matters. So today we're going to talk about why people's opinions do not define you, how to stop letting judgment hold you back, and how to start living boldly. Let's break it down. No matter what you do, people will always have something to say. Have you noticed how people judge others for complete opposite reasons? If you work a 9 to 5, they're going to say you're settling. If you become an entrepreneur, they say you're not realistic. If you have kids, they say you should focus on your career. If you're focusing on your career, then you're not focusing on your family life. There's no winning in trying to please everyone. People's opinions are a reflection of their mindset, not yours. Some people talk about others because they're insecure about their own lives. Some criticize because they don't have the courage to take the risk that you're taking. Some gossip because they have nothing better to do. And yet we let those voices influence our choices. It's time to shift your focus from what people will say to what do I truly want. So stop seeking validation. How many of us have made choices based on what we thought would make people like or accept us? Have you ever held back from posting something online in your own personal social media because you worried about what people would think about it? Have you hesitated before making a career move because someone in your circle doesn't approve of it? Have you ever changed something about yourself, not because you necessarily wanted to, but because you felt pressured by others or you felt other people wanted you to change this thing about you? If you answered yes to any of this, I want you to hear me loud and clear. You do not need permission to live your life however you want to live it. Seeking approval is exhausting. And it keeps you stuck. You will never get 100% approval from everyone. People's opinions change all the time. At the end of the day, the only opinion that's going to truly matter in your life is yours. I'll repeat it. The only opinion that matters is yours. So instead of worrying about what others think, start asking yourself, does this make me happy? Am I doing this because I want to or because I feel like I have to? If no one else's opinions mattered, would I still make this choice? When you stop living for approval, you start living with real freedom. So what happens when people do talk about you? It's going to happen. You can't stop it. People talk shit all the time. But you can decide how you respond. My suggestion? Use it as fuel. Some of the most successful, most powerful people in the world were once judged, doubted, and ridiculed. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for TV. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Elon Musk was laughed at for thinking he could build electric cars and start private space travel. Imagine if these people listened to the negativity. Imagine if they had let those doubts stop them. Instead, they use the criticism as motivation, and that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. If people doubt you, prove them wrong. If they criticize you, let it push you to work harder. If people gossip, then give them something to talk about. Here's a challenge. The next time someone doubts you, instead of getting upset, just smile and remind yourself that what you really want to say is watch me. Listen, at the end of the day, your life is your story to write. Do you want to look back on your life and realize you played it safe just to avoid judgment? Or do you want to look back and know how you live life on your terms? Because here's the thing. When you start living for yourself, two things happen. The right people will support you. The people who truly matter will cheer you on no matter what. The wrong people will talk, But they were never rooting for you anyway, so what does it matter? The more you embrace your truth, the less their words will affect you. So go after what you want. Start the business. Take the trip. Leave the toxic marriage. Follow your passion. Cut off the toxic family member. Because in the end, when all is said and done, the only thing that will matter is whether you live life the way you want it to live it. Let's recap, my friends. People will talk no matter what you do. Make it worth their time. Don't seek validation. Your happiness is more important than their approval. Turn their opinions into fuel. Let their doubt push you forward instead of holding you back. Lastly, my friends, you define your own story. Live in a way that makes you proud. So my challenge for you today, walk away from this episode and decide that you will no longer let fear of judgment hold you back. The next time you hesitate because of what people might say, remind yourself that you're not here to live for them. You're here to live for you. If this episode spoke to you, share it with everybody. You never know who needs to hear this. Let's keep spreading this message and reminding everyone that they deserve to live life on their own terms. Until next time, keep living your truth. And remember, you are absolutely amazing.
Dania has been out and about around town. Redeem a special discount by texting her at 772-256-3860 and letting her know where you crossed paths and she gave you her card.